Hello, so I had a request to talk to you about planning your supplementary training and planning what order you should put your exercises in. So before I get further into it, I want to start by saying it's always best to get a professional to help you plan your training. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a strength and conditioning coach and because we charge people to plan their training for them and to coach them through it, but because anybody can take a number of exercises, put them in an order and tell you how many sets and reps to do. But that isn't going to help you reach your goal, and they're not necessarily going to plan it in a safe way and to help you progress. So somebody who is actually trained, a personal trainer, a strength and conditioning coach, will be able to look at your needs and your goals and plan the correct exercises that are going to help you reach those goals. Plan them in a safe order, make sure you have good technique for all of those things and you are capable of doing them. And then when you get good at it, progressing you up to the next level so you can hit your goals. So it's really worth investing to make sure that you are safe, that you don't get injured, and that you are able to hit the goals that you want to reach. So now I've got that out of the way, I am going to talk briefly about this, but obviously, as I say, do check in with a professional if you're not sure. So does this sound a little bit familiar to you? Either yourself or somebody else at the gym goes in, hop on the treadmill and run for maybe 20, 30 minutes, maybe then hop over to a cross trainer, 10 minutes or so on then. Great, done my cardio, now I'm going to go over to the weights area and start moving some weights. Maybe sounds familiar? But actually, we know that in a dance class, for example, we know we're more likely to be injured if we're fatigued. So if we've already done 20, 30 minutes of cardiovascular activity and then we go to lift weights, our muscles are already a little bit fatigued. So do you think lifting a weight above your head is a good idea when you're already a little bit fatigued, either physically or mentally or both? When you're lifting weights above your head, you want to be fresh, you want to have your brain really fired up and ready to go. You want your nervous system to be active and not fatigued. So when we're planning our training, we want to start off by doing the things at the beginning of our workout that require the most coordination, the best technique, the things that are going to require more of our musculature. So if we're going to be lifting weights, we probably want to do it at the beginning, because that is when it's safest for us to do it, because our body is more prepared. If we're trying to lift weights after we've done all of our workout, we're fatigued, we're more likely to drop the weight above our head, on our feet, we're more likely to be injured. Exactly the same as if you're trying to dance, you're trying to learn a new step when you're already fatigued. So if you are going to lift weights, and particularly if you are new to weights, this is why it's important to have a professional help you. Make sure you do your warm-up at the beginning. If you're not sure how to do that, go and check out my warm-up video. That will help you to understand how to plan it specifically for the activity you're going to do. So if you are on a training session that's for your aerobic fitness, yes, you'll go and do some cardio, you'll go for a run. You still need to warm up, so you'll warm up specifically for going for your run. If you're going to go and lift weights, you're going to warm up ready to lift weights. So go and check out that video if you're not sure what you should be including in your warm-up. So you do your warm-up, and then depending on what the aim of that session is, you then go and do that activity. So if you're just focused on cardio, great, go and do your cardio, go for a run, go for a swim, whatever you're working on. But if you're going to be lifting weights, do that nearer the beginning of your workout. And if you want to do a bit of cardio, do it afterwards. Also, just to say, it's really important to make sure you include your cool down as well. It's really, really important. It's going to prevent you getting sore muscles the next day. It helps to reset your mind as well. So if you're in the gym, it helps you think about, what am I off to do next? If you're in the studio, the same thing. It helps to remove waste products from your muscles, bring your heart rate back down. So it's really important to make sure you put a cool down on the end of your workout, so you're not just finishing at the gym and going straight out. Make sure you bring your heart rate back down, make sure you do any stretching you want to do as well, so we're gradually returning back to normal before we leave. So I hope that gives you a very brief overview of what you should be doing when you're planning your training, but please do seek professional advice to help you plan a really effective training programme. Thanks very much.